Previously on Of Swords and Spurs.
Who wants to loot the brother?
I'll loot them.
You find a paper map that shows property lines of 3 different ranches. There is one that says Silver Spur Homestead, owner friendly with Orem Dominion, and rumors of hidden strongbox inside. Governor Gideon, it's such a pleasure to meet all of y'all. How would y'all like to make a little more money? I'm sure y'all saw the inn, didn't y'all?
I am putting my last jar of oil stacked neatly in a pyramid by the cupboard and light it on fire and walk out the door.
Now see, we didn't know who did it at first. We got ourselves a rustler. Would y'all be interested in collecting a $1,000 bounty on Mr. Jamie Granger for me? He's most likely our culprit.
Definitely that guy. He did it.
You got waste and veil syndrome.
What?
So I'd say you got about 6 months to get your affairs in order. What are you going to do about your campsites, your home? The Dust Fang had a dedicated campsite.
We owe it to our gang members to see if anybody made it out alive.
I'm also urgently trying to get back to the camp. That's one thing I'm very adamant about.
There is the Dust Fang's campsite's imprint, but not the campsite itself. In the place of your home is 30 to 50 Dominion officers. You don't know if anyone else has made it out alive, and you feel like deep down, especially Silas, you know that they didn't. Everyone from your gang's stuff is here and noted, but there's one who is not present at all. A gang member named Gustash Gorocha.
If we think Gus is still alive, we gotta find this guy, get some answers.
If none of his stuff is here, means that he had something to do with loading it all up.
Exactly, and that's why we need some answers from him. We gotta find him.
Of swords and spurs, where the sand is dry and the sun's a curse. Things are only getting worse in the land of swords and spurs. It's dust fangs and roving gangs. It's dangerous to cut your bangs, 'cause bangs out west mean bullets on the way. Against goblins, curs, and carnivores, these shooters don't use silencers, 'cause graves ain't silent when the monsters play. They tear up the rules they write, they punctuate with dynamite. They're swordy and they're spurry, getting hairy, better hurry in a flurry. Our swords and spurs.
Operation Omelet. After you got the wagon far away from where the Dominion officers were stationed, you set up a little camp. It's very out of the way. The wagon you assaulted sits surrounded by a series of bedrolls and tents. Horses and a wolf are hitched to a large dead tree lying on its side. And you guys are all waking up from your long rest. You stretch and your bones kind of pop back into place. You wipe the drool from your mouths. It's been a while since you guys were able to just rest. Which, by the way, Savannah, the way I'm kind of thinking we could do this is, instead of finding any of your own personal items, I kind of envision Savannah as somebody who doesn't really keep a lot of personal effects. I mean, with her having been, kind of abandoned as a child and raised on the streets, she doesn't really see the point in kind of keeping these little tokens or mementos, and pretty much anything she needs, she would keep on her.
That's correct.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
Jake really missed his little jacket that has like a hole in it.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's like a little leather biker jacket that you guys had for Jake.
Awesome.
But
he loves it, by the way.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. We need to find him a little cowboy hat too, and like a duster.
Is Frank here? Oh my god.
You gave him his own bedroll, but halfway through the night, he's kind of like cuddled up to Mr. Henderson like a teddy bear, slightly pushing Mr. Henderson off of his own bedroll.
I'll allow it. So is it daytime or nighttime?
It's morning time. You guys fought the Dominion officers when the moon was high in the sky, and now it's early morning.
I think this American is up at the crack of dawn. And
for sure.
Absolutely ready for some coffee. He's desperate. So he's like rummaging through the packs and stuff and the chests, trying to be quiet, but also there are chests and all kinds of stuff going on. And I feel like he can find a bag of coffee somewhere.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Go ahead and make me a survival check, in fact, and we'll see how good the coffee that you make is.
Oh, it's bad. Bad.
Oh no.
That's a poor portent of things to come. It's bitter.
It's bad and kind of expired and stale, and he brews it begrudgingly, but it's like fine.
It's kind of like in the Polar Express, that homeless dude on the roof of the coaches who like wrings out his sock into like a pewter mug. It's kind of like that, but it does energize you.
Can I say I walk over and notice like him kind of like tasting the coffee as bad, and I tap it with my finger like the cup. I use prestidigitation to make it a very nice tasting cup of coffee.
Yeah, most certainly. It makes it go down a lot smoother once Finn kind of just does that little tap on the rim of the mug. You can see like little like bits of something in the mug floating around kind of dissipate, and eventually some soft steam begins to rise with the coffee. It has a much nicer consistency and goes down a lot smoother.
Thanks. You want them?
Nope. I don't think that'd be a good idea, partner. I appreciate it though.
What's wrong with you? Again.
Nothing. I just woke up. Now I just like sit on a crate and just start fiddling with my revolver.
I want to say Silas walks up and he grabs an empty mug, fills it up about 3/4 of the way with some whiskey, and then just adds a splash of coffee.
Yeah, some coffee with this whiskey.
And then I kind of, tip my hat at the gang, and then just kind of go and start fiddling with my equipment. Specifically, I'm staring at the old poster of me back in the camp, back in the circus days. So I start looking at that again, holding it a little closely.
Yeah, you're a little frustrated with how mismanaged it was packed. Like there's a lot more creases and crinkles in it. Some of the like text is smudged and smeared, and you can just faintly make out you and your brother's face. But it's almost as if that memory is starting to get away from you as time marches on.
Is there another gun laying around anywhere, or did we come upon another gun?
You need another gun?
Yeah.
I'll give you one of mine.
Is it like a pistol or a revolver?
Yeah, it's a
or
pistol. It's a pistol.
Is it rigged?
Rigged? What do you mean rigged?
I don't know. Just you offering something is.
Oh, no.
There's an explosive attached at the end.
I've yet to shoot my pistols yet.
Oh,
Sebastian is used to getting handed stuff from Mr. Henderson, and out of it sprouts a little flower that spits water in his face.
It's like a little red flag that says boom at the end of it.
It's a totally normal pistol.
That's what it says on the side.
Yeah, totally normal pistol.
Totally normal sounds extra suspicious.
What's the brand? Totally normal pistol.
All right, well, I'll give it to you.
Mr. Henderson, if you don't already have it, take inspiration for me.
All right.
Is anybody hungry?
Always.
Oh, it's been a while since you guys had a really good three-eyed imp meal.
Yeah.
I personally do not consume imps.
You have to explain this to Savannah every time you make a meal.
Savannah, you not consuming an imp. Everybody just calls me that because I can see the future in this, and I'm a halfling, and all blah, 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 blah. I just ramble on about it for the 100th time.
Yeah, this is rehearsed at this point.
Yep. And I use prestidigitation again to like light a fire, and then like I just start whipping down some food, and I call over to Sebastian. I'm like, hey partner, you want to put them butler skills to use and plate this shit for me?
Yeah, no problem. And he like kind of comes over. Sebastian is still curious about what Finn isn't saying, but he's just going to let it go for now. But if he starts to kind of like notice more stuff, he's probably going to press him again. But for now, it's just all normal for the most part.
I make sure my bandana is tucked in under my neck and above my nose and my mouth while I'm doing this.
What do you make?
Well, I assume there's probably food and stuff in the cart that we stole, right?
Yeah, there's some rations in there, and even if there were, Mr. Henderson purchased some last time he was out.
Well, I think we all have a buttload of rations.
Well, I also have 13 pounds of food in like food bags and sugar, like 3 pounds of sugar, and I'm sure I can whip something up with that.
We can just eat 3 pounds of sugar.
What are you thinking, Finn? Should we make them our famous breakfast omelet with some roasted sausage and a little bit of like toast, like nice little bread rolls to go with it?
I mean, do you have the seasoning?
Do I have the seasoning?
If he doesn't, I can have the other 3 go make survival checks and see if they can get some.
I mean, if you're out, partner, I mean, we can go find some. I think I can't remember. Ain't the key ingredient like cactus flower or something?
Yeah, a little bit of cactus flour to make it a prickly pear omelet.
Hey, yeah, that sounds good to me. Hey, Silas, if you're up to it, can you go get cactus flower for me, partner?
Yeah, that sounds good. I think I could eat. I go out and I look for some cactus flowers.
Yeah, that'll do it. You go out and you find some of that cactus flower. You find some sagebrush leaves as well to kind of, that's, it's a little bit bitter, but it's often used in roasted meats to help with digestion. And you bring both of those back to kind of add to the meal.
Appreciate you, partner.
It smells good. I can't remember the last time we all sat down as a gang and had a meal together.
Yep. I mean, there were more of us, but you know how that goes sometimes.
Josh, you almost made me spit out my mason jar full of water.
As I actually remember to cut down the recipe by probably about half.
Yeah, for sure. You went from about feeding 20 people to feeding 5, so...
I assume I just whip it down and cook the food.
Savannah, were you going to say something?
Oh, yeah, I was asking if I needed to make a survival check.
Yeah, if you want to look out and see if you can find some more stuff to add to it, you can go for it. Mr. Henderson, do you want to maybe play like a little food-making song?
Yeah. In fact, I think in the downtime, I'm trying to teach Frank how to play the guitar.
Sure. So, yeah, go ahead and make a performance check for me, and I'll make one for Frank as well.
That's all right.
Yeah, that'll do just enough. Savannah, while you're out, you're able to get together some dust root powder and some pepper. That's going to definitely kind of add to the flavor of the omelets for sure. Very neatly gathered. You're very used to living off the land. Meanwhile, Frank and Mr. Henderson are sat side by side on opposite barrels as Mr. Henderson kind of teaches Frank the different chords on a guitar, and they play this little like food making song in Finn, and kind of starts tossing in the ingredients to the beats of the strings. Sebastian puts on his gloves and releases them to slap against his wrist in tune with the acoustics. Everybody kind of feels like this synergy and this energy as Finn makes these delicious tasting omelets.
Here we go! Oh, every cowboy likes to have alternatives to beans. We'll forage what we have to get the eggs by any means. All breakfast should be hearty, so energies revive. 'Cause while we're dining, we're surviving. While we're eating, we're alive. So get the fork and get the gun. Oh, glory days ahead. Success may not have quite begun, but breakfast has, so quit the dread and gather round and feel the sun. Be glad of all that we've outrun. The battle isn't lost or won while we're alive, not dead. Not dead. Oh, the dust fangs never bite the dust while eggs are to be bitten. I'd rather bite a joint of meat, a sheriff or a meaty kitten. All breakfasts are a victory, they make your heart to beat. 'Cause while you can fill your tummies, well, you're not dead meat. So grab a fork and give a thank. Our glory days are near. Our bodies fell and stank, but we're still here. And while we may not make big bank, there's no one that we can't outflank. So eat, be glad, and Goblin Frank give music to our ears. We might surprise ourselves, and never ever die. 'Cause even when the odds aren't there, it pays to try. So gnash this fodder, wash it down. Perhaps today's the day we fight and get it right. The day we make it to the black of night. The day we don't get satellite. The day we make it through despite all the warnings that a chance is slight. And we return to this campsite and say that breakfast really nourished me and crime does pay. Let's hit the hay. Let's hit the hay. But not yet, because it's only breakfast time, and breakfast the best meal of the dig dog gosh darn day. So let's not die today.
Before you guys chow down, if anyone doesn't already have it, I need everyone to take inspiration for me.
Yay!
Let's go.
I can just imagine, like, as Finn is, like, kind of pulling stuff off the, like, pots and stuff, Sebastian has these, like, pewter plates kind of, like, out. He's, like, found as many as he can, and a couple of them are, like, chipped or whatever.
Yeah.
But he's, like, known them, and as, like, Finn's tossing him stuff, he's, like, you know how they do in, like, chef's table where they have, like, the tweezers, and he's, like, putting a little, like, flower petal on one side. He's got, like...
He's playing that shit professionally.
He's like, we're gonna fucking enjoy it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, it is impressive. Like, it almost is like, you almost feel like you're not supposed to be eating of this fine of a presentation. Sebastian makes it look delectable. It's very symmetrically satisfying the way he kind of spreads it out on the plates. He also, I like to imagine Sebastian ensures that everybody puts a handkerchief over their lap while they eat.
Oh, yeah. Even giving, like, Jake just this little itty-bitty piece of cloth. I mean, like, you too, buddy.
He scoffs it up. Everybody gets their bowls, and they kind of sit around this lit campfire, and you take a minute to just reconnect with the Dust Vale frontier, nature and its surroundings, and most importantly, with each other. So what do you do?
I think we should discuss our next target.
I agree.
I mean, are we gonna try to hit one of these ranches, or we're gonna go for that guy that the mayor thinks that burned down the tavern instead of us?
Or we can start looking for Gus too.
I was about to say, Gus has got some explaining to do. I'm hoping he's in the same direction as one of the other two gold.
Yeah, damn right. He owes us some answers.
I think Gus is definitely priority number one. We can't have people, just giving us up like that. Possibly. But we also like killing Dominion people. So, I mean, the ranch is also another good option. I mean, technically, the guy the governor wants us to kill didn't even do it. So he can wait.
As I said, I think if we just run into him by happenstance, that would be phenomenal. Because I can't really exactly remember. Hey, Ben, do you have that map? Do we kind of have an idea of where the mayor said the guy was?
Yeah, I pull up the map. I give it to him. I have like a mouthful of omelet, so I just like, here you go.
A little bit of omelet drips onto the paper and beads up and falls off.
JT, is there any way like I can roll a history check to try to remember where like Gus is from, or remember any background of where he used to hang out, or?
Yeah, absolutely. Make a history check for me.
I'm terrible at this, so we'll see.
Oh,
I just know Gus is a person. I'm like, yeah,
he definitely is a person.
Can I attempt it?
Should we all rack our brains?
Yeah, let's make this a group check. Everybody make a history check for me. Silas, so far all you can remember is that Gus was not from around these parts.
I don't even remember Gus. Gus who, guys?
I mean, Savannah, out of everyone, got a nat 20.
Savannah really she knows everything, I guess.
Yeah. Savannah, you actually probably spent a little bit more time with Gus. And one thing that I think people might underestimate about Savannah is that she is a good listener. She hears things that most people don't hear. You remember that Gus, true to his nature, was not actually from around these parts at all, and by that I mean the entire Dust Vale frontier. Gus was a scholar from some school you've never heard of, and he was also an aspiring author who had kind of come to the Dust Vale frontier to write about what it's like to live in a land that nature will not allow to be controlled by a humanoid's hand. He always spoke in long soliloquies, using no monosyllabic words. He was always had this very fancy, fruitful speech about him to try and display his intelligence, like a dog would try to display its stomach to its owner, just seeking approval from anyone who'd be willing to give it. The one things you can always remember about Gus is that he loved to talk. He loved to talk about himself. He loved to talk about science. He loved to talk about nature. And he always made sure to take good care of his so-called Gustache, which was always a neatly groomed mustache that just sat underneath his nose with little curls at the end. He was a roaming kind of person. So if he is still in the Dust Vale frontier, he would most likely be roaming around. You had best hope that he did not return to the academy that he was from, because you wouldn't even know where to start looking. Perhaps in your trails out on the Dust Vale frontier, you can kind of keep your eyes open, ask around, and see if you can pick up any trails about a wandering gnome with this elegant mustache, see if anybody knows anything. He'd be very easy to spot in a crowd.
Dang, I wish I had, what was it? Is it sending? Or you can just send a message to somebody?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that would have... Where you at?
He replies, new mind to this.
Since he was such a wanderer, do you think he might have wandered off towards kind of like that area with all the like ranches and stuff? Like maybe to find like a job or to find shelter or something?
It might be a good place to look.
Can we wait till after food and then maybe discuss? Because who likes to think on an empty stomach? Certainly not I.
Well, in game, I feel like this is the first time we've eaten in a week.
You know what's wrong with my brain right now? It ain't got no gas in it.
I know what's wrong with it.
There shouldn't be gas in it. What are you talking?
Dang, dude. You know what? I'm gonna have to find that spell or find somebody who knows that spell.
What spell?
Sending.
Oh.
Because I can transcribe it into my spell book and then prepare it. I just had to pay gold. I had to pay gold to be able to like transcribe it into my spell book, and then that way I can prepare it after a long rest and all that, because I have access to it as a 3rd level spell. But I chose Fireball and Enemies Abound.
I chose Enemies Abound. Dang it, we should have probably discussed what spells we were picking. I hate to have the same one.
Hey, JT.
Yeah. What you got?
Can I change Enemies Abound to a different spell?
I will say, since you guys just kind of sat here at camp and you haven't cost any spell slots and you just leveled up, I'll allow it.
And then we can send it to Gus. Where you at?
It does say across any distance, and if I've met the person, so...
Yeah, it's unlimited distance.
To me, it doesn't seem like he like left just because, though. I kind of feel like he had something to do with it. Does no one else feel that way?
Oh, yeah, it definitely seems like he did this.
I personally feel like he sold out the gang. Yeah.
Well, I'm about to do something. I'm assuming we're talking about this openly, so I'm gonna be like, well, I have this spell that allows me to send a message to anybody I know, or if somebody else knows them and describes them to me, I can send them a message. So if you want me to, I can try to contact them, and they can respond to me in the same manner. So I'm assuming if I try to do this and he doesn't respond to me, be a little suspicious.
Let's see if we can get him. I don't know how long the spell lasts, but let's see if you can message him, tell him we want to meet up, and let's meet up somewhere along the those plantations or like whatever the ranches or whatever are, so that we can not let him know where the new camp is if we decide that we kind of don't want to near all this stuff.
Okay. It also says, upon receiving your message, a creature can block your ability to reach it again with this spell for 8 hours. If you try to send another message during that time, you learn you are blocked and the spell fails.
All right.
What do you say?
What am I saying, y'all? Like, we need because I only have 2 3rd-level spell slots, and I'm trying to have a fireball in my pocket.
It's your boy.
You up?
I would just say something about like, hey, help. Train job went wrong. We're meeting up at X, Y, and Z ranch in 3 days so we can set something up and see and like scope out the place. Maybe something like that where we can just set almost a trap in motion.
And this is a Dominion place that we're trying to go to, the ranch. So maybe it might make him feel a little more at ease.
Exactly.
He might already be there.
Yeah, if he's working for Dominion.
He might already.
True.
All right, well, I say that. So basically, I say help, train job went bad, meeting at whatever the ranch, I forgot the name of the ranch.
Silver Spur Homestead.
Rallying outside that homestead, yeah.
That's it. He can respond to me in 25 words or fewer as well, if he chooses to.
All right. So you send out this message, and quickly you get a response, and it's muffled. You hear, Fate's hand presses heavy, shadows stretch long, ears everywhere. The guiding path star falters, the path treacherous. Tread lightly, and then his message stops. Seems like Gus doesn't quite know the restrictions of this spell like you do.
It sounds like Gus went crazy. We might gotta just put him out.
What
And
the
give him the
fuck?
old yeller.
I mean, how many times can we use sending? Can we go, where are you?
It's a spell slot.
Long rest. One more day. Long rest.
Okay, so I have one more third level spell slot, and then I can use Arcane Recovery if we do a short rest at some point to gain back another third level spell slot. Because I can gain a spell slot up to a combined level of 3, so I can use it to regain one third level spell slot. I guess I'll cast Sending again, and I'll say, "Where are you?"
And I'm so sorry.
Where are you? And why are you freaking out? Stay under 25 words. Are you in trouble?
Once again, he chimes back in. Bound by walls of stone and sorrow where whispers of the past linger in every echo, a lonely sentinel stands, watching dusk dance in dying light.
He might be in the Dominion. I'm gonna guess either Black Hollow or Raven Roost. He could be in Orem, but I doubt it.
Did you say Black Hollow?
Yeah,
Let's not go there.
we might just leave him.
Yeah, you just see, as soon as you say something about Black Hollow, you can see like my eyes kind of like darken and my fists clench.
Yeah, your demeanor changes completely.
Yeah.
Black Hollow, Black Hollow, Black Hollow. Stop it, SpongeBob! You're scaring him.
Hey, JT, I'm going to try to like recollect if there's like any like statue or giant sentinel, like you say, like pertinent landmark that's familiar with what he said.
Yeah, make a history check with advantage for me because of your background.
14's the best you're going to get.
Unfortunately, no. Even with the 14, which does pass the DC, there's nowhere you can think of that would match that in description. There's no statues that you can think of that would match that. Like it's so specific, so you would be certain that you would be able to memorize a location that has these literal trademarks. So you're thinking that instead that Gus's words are more or less trying to make something very mundane sound much more extraneous.
So maybe he's been captured by the guy that the mayor wants us to get.
Can I make a history check to see if anything that he says matches anything in Black Hollow?
Yeah, go for it. Also make a history check with advantage because of your background.
At 23?
Oh, jeez.
Okay, yeah. No, this is not referring to Black Hollow. In fact, in all honesty, it's probably not referring to any actual major location, like in terms of like cities or villages. It's no civilization. It's something. It's something a bit smaller than that, you would gather, because there's certainly nothing in Black Hollow that sounds like it matches the description. Black Hollow is still a shell of its former self with the reconstruction going on.
I'm a vagrant bum. Might I know where it is?
Yeah, make a regular history check. You think to yourself, and you're like, hold on, guys, I think I know this. And it's like on the tip of your tongue, but then you realize you're actually answering a different question.
It was potatoes.
Yes, we were missing potatoes. We should have had a nice patch with the omelet. Damn it.
The only thing that sticks out to you is that you're trying to think of places that are walls of stone, so it's probably some structure. It could be a ranch. It could be like a fort, maybe. It could be like some underground bunker. It could be like an abandoned homestead, but, nothing springs to mind off of that very vague description.
I say we go towards the ranches anyway.
Yeah, let's go kill some Orem people.
Yeah, I agree. I have a question, though. Would we know what would probably net us the most gold?
Well, with Governor Gideon, he's promising you 1,200 for killing and delivering proof of the kill of Jamie, so 1,200 by default. When it comes to a ranch, really depends on how successful the ranch is. There's a lot of things you could find in there. You could find payroll. You could find valued family gems. You could find bearer bonds. You could find, there's a bunch of things you could find. It really just depends ranch by ranch. There's some ranches that could be more profitable than pursuing a bounty. There's also some that wouldn't be worth breaking into at all. Use your own discernment there.
We could also claim the ranch for the gang.
Yeah. So I look around at everybody and I think for a moment, do we go after the bounty or we go after one of these ranches? What's gonna get us the most gold?
Let's go to the ranches.
Ranches.
We don't really know, and the mayor didn't really give us too much of a direction for it.
Just gave you a general location of where he's camped at, but that's about it.
Where was that?
It was just outside of Bonewater Gulch, not too terribly far away, but it would be a bit of trekking to be able to find a specific campsite because he more or less just went to a general area on your camp and circled it. Or not really, on your map and just circled this kind of area. I was like, he's somewhere in this vicinity, so it would require a little bit of investigation.
I could just send my hawk to go find them.
You couldn't?
Hey, Hawky.
Reporting for duty, sir!
I need you to do me a favor, partner. I need you to go find... Did he give us a description?
I don't remember, actually.
I don't think so.
Yeah, well, we do know he's a dwarf.
Because he's kind of the leader. He's a leader of like a little band of...
Yeah, he's got a little posse.
But he is a dwarf. So I tell Hawky, I'm like, so there's going to be a dwarf that has a bunch of these hoodlums around him. And Dwarf's gonna be the leader, okay? So if you find anything like that in this vicinity, and I point out the area that the mayor says, I'm like, come right back to me and tell me. You got it?
Absolutely, sir. I won't let you down.
I hope not. And toss him in there.
Good gods! And he kind of like florals around in the air and then catches himself on his wings, and you hear him as he flies off. Stop doing that! He flaps in a flurry of feathers into the sun. Or not into the sun, sorry.
Out of the sun.
Burns up and dies.
Yeah. You just see a very distant...
I didn't name him Icarus. Lord.
My Icarus trick.
That'd be a good bird name.
Are we taking the wagon?
Do you want to take the wagon?
I think it would be a hindrance.
Would it?
I mean, it is a Dominion wagon. It could,
And we're going to a Dominion ranch.
yeah, we could use it as a decoy or a surprise. Yeah,
Two of us can change our appearance.
Yeah.
A Trojan horse. A Trojan horse.
That's a great
Trojan wagon.
We could go get the dead bodies and get their clothes off them and change into the clothes.
Yeah, you want to do that? Everybody change up.
I feel like it would be easier to have two people that can use disguise self sitting on the top of the, on the seats of the wagon, and the rest of us be hidden inside of the crates to get us in.
Well,
And
like
then
in
we can-
Madagascar.
Yeah.
And I do have a new spell called Darkness.
No, I think that's a great idea. And I think Mr. Henderson might like this too, but I say we also rig the wagon with explosive. So if we need to roll this thing in there ahead
And just blow everything
blow
up.
everything up, then that will also, maybe help turn the odds in our favor a little bit.
One of the things I was thinking, I'll have to ask JT, is creating a catapult with performance and launching the smoke powder barrel into the ranch.
I would say, maybe let's not plan to blow everything up, but I like Silas's idea of rigging it just in case we absolutely need to blow it up.
You guys don't want to blow up a place that you're also trying to loot. So that could be a good backup. We're here to steal all your stuff. And that was the last the Dust Fang were ever seen.
I think we could all pack up and
All right.
get ready to. And as I said, I've got that darkness spell, and it makes it like you can't see through it. It's a 15-foot like sphere, and it's up to 10 minutes. But like as we get there, they can't like see in to stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can use it on objects as well, so they can't see into things. So maybe that would be a good option. I don't know.
I can't see anything inside this carriage.
That's right. You don't need to see it. For the Dominion leader's eyes only. And that's what you need to say.
Hello, sir. We brought your regular order of supernatural darkness.
Nothing to see here.
Get you a bucket and scoop you some out.
Be careful, we're running low on darkness. We gotta ration this out.
All right. I guess let's get going.
Okay, so you guys mount up your horses, you put out the fire, you kind of leave your camp set up as it is, you pack that down too. It's in a safe location right now away from prying eyes, but it's up to y'all.
I pack my stuff up.
Okay.
I won't be bamboozled twice.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think any of us are going to leave anything at this point.
That's fair. After your experience you've just had, times are changing, boys. It's time we change too. So you pack up your stuff, get everything situated on the horses. Takes about an hour to tear down camp. And once you're done, you mount up and you ride into that beautiful sunrise.
Stick around. The gang's coming back with more of Swords and Spurs on Alta Loom.
Hello, adventurers. It's me, the narrator, keeper of stories, teller of tales, and occasionally professional snack taste tester. Don't judge me. And you are invited to join my favorite bunch of chaotic heroes in the Untold Archives. They fight monsters, they explore ruins, they are obsessed with cuck chairs? Hey, nobody's perfect. It's live, it's loud, it's full of epic quests, ridiculous decisions, and more plot twists than I have tentacles. And trust me, that's a lot. So grab your dice, grab your snacks, and come hang out with us for the Untold Archives. The laughs are big, the adventures are bigger, and I promise you're gonna have a tentacle-slapping good time. Wink. I'll see you in the archives. Wah, 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 wah.
Hello, I'm Justin Galliani. And for the low, low price of $0.00, you can take part in an incredible offer being given by So You Want to Be a DM. This podcast has a compilation of incredible episodes that offer insight into all of D&D's many topics, including other TTRPGs. You can find such amazing hits, such as It's Combat, Combat 101, Fighting 'cause it's combat, and Druid 101, Monsters 101, we got monsters calling. Non-player NPCs 101. NPC. And if you're looking for more, So You Want to Be a DM also has a Patreon, and you can find even more content there, available for free members and members who are participating in some of the tiers available. So, check that out.
You set sail on an exploratory trade mission from the English colonies in America, bound for China, following a course around Cape Horn, then striking out across the Pacific, island hopping along the way. After months of sailing around the Cape and then west into the Pacific, in a night of particularly bad storms, your ship ran aground on a reef, causing it to break up. You grabbed onto a piece of drifting wood and clung for dear life. Surprisingly, you survived, washing up on the shore of an unknown, uncharted island. You've got nothing but the clothes on your back and your raw wits to survive. Play Stranded and Alone, a play-by-post campaign with Sage Tommy at startplaying.games.
Howdy gang, it's Andrew who voices Sebastian Blackwell from Of Swords and Spurs. I know you're patiently waiting for our next episode, and in the meantime, I encourage you to check out Sky Bunny TTV, your favorite warlock main and full-time dice goblin. She's blasting TikTok with hilarious D&D posts with Nat 1 disasters, Nat 20 glory, and chaos in every role. Follow Sky Bunny TTV because who needs Fireball when you've got Eldritch Blast?
Greetings, listeners. Oh, that was creepy. Hey, what's going on? It's JT. I hope you guys enjoyed the extraordinary musical number from Mr. Henderson this episode. This was composed and performed by Ben Swithin. Ben is such a talented musician who also composed the Of Swords and Spurs theme song. Ben was incredible to work with. They really understood the assignment and dedicated themselves to producing something that felt true to Mr. Henderson's character and true to Of Swords and Spurs overall, and I personally could not be happier with the job that they did. Ben is an incredible talent, and I highly recommend you check out more of their stuff. You can find them on Instagram and on Bandcamp. This was really fun to see come together, and I'm really excited to finally be able to share this with you guys. Once again, if you missed the announcement last episode, the podcast is switching to a bi-weekly release instead of a weekly release to make meeting the deadlines easier on everyone involved and to ensure that the episodes are of the highest quality we can provide. In order to counterbalance this, we've made the episodes a bit longer and divided each episode into 2 sections, so it's kinda like you're getting 2 episodes in one, I guess. Let me know what you guys think about that format switch. I'm pretty happy with the sectioned episodes. I think it's pretty cool. And how on earth could I possibly forget to mention that Altaloom officially turned 1 year old last week? I was gobsmacked to learn that. It has been such a crazy journey ever since we released the first episode of Everlight Kingdom, and now we're here and we're getting so many new faces every day, and it's so exciting, it's so rewarding, and it's so meaningful. And I want to thank all of you out there who are listening to the podcast and contributing to our growing numbers and helping us find more people to share this with. Even if the podcast has just 1 fan, that's more than enough for us to be satisfied that we can at least be a positive force in one person's life. If you haven't already, be sure to check out our social medias. We're on Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok, and we post funny highlights and clips from the podcast there as well. I hope everybody is prepared for the upcoming holiday season. Be sure to take care of yourself, love yourself, protect your peace above all else, and remember that no cowpoke needs to ride alone. I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of the episode. Things are about to get chaotic. If you're a TTRPG creator and you have a business or content you'd like us to help you promote, you can reach out to us at our socials at Altaloom or contact us at our website, www.altaloom.com.
Settle in, folks. It's time for more of Swords and Spurs on Altaloom.
Special delivery. Where do you guys go first? I know you mentioned going back to the bodies.
Well, as much as I think going back to the bodies is a good idea, I don't think we can all pass as Dominion soldiers.
Especially because they've mostly been like human old white men. So it's like, hey, welcome to it's the 2 elves and 1 regular Dominion officer, a fat clown, and a very tiny halfling. We're from the Dominion.
Yeah, we're from the reject region.
Yeah, we're from the Dust Vale Embassy. we're trying to keep up with the DEIs.
Yeah, I was about to say, we're the DEI hires that you requested.
Hey, but JT though, like just based on my history and my background, is there any like allies or like, you know, third parties that the Dominion use to fight their stuff? We can always act like we're, I guess, contracted help.
Yeah, make a history check with advantage for me. From your understanding, from your time, you know that the Dominion, if they're going to actually, when it comes to ranches, they have usually a marshal of rural commerce who kind of overlooks the whole thing. And maybe they'll have 1 or 2 officers who make inspections occasionally. But usually the inspection, a single officer is assigned to an inspection and will do it routinely. It's not usually a new officer every week. And that's about as far as you know as how the Dominion handles this. From where you were, you never really did much property management. This was kind of just overheard and shared through conversation.
It doesn't sound like there's really much room for adding in a whole bunch of different creatures. So because of their like very specific hiring requirements. So the other thought I was having is 1 person could drive, and then the other person that has disguise self, once the inspector comes around the back, you know, we could grab him and you could change into that officer. and then we could get let through because you're gonna okay the inspection.
So we gotta kill them or take them quietly.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea too. We could lure them out, acting like we got ambushed and we're just trying to do a pit stop to resupply, and then once that inspector guy comes out, or however we get him close, then yeah, you're right. We could take his identity
Straight into the darkness, and out comes Silas.
I could put him to sleep.
Yeah, we could put them to sleep.
That's right. Yeah, I like it. I think that's a great idea.
All right, everyone get in the wagon.
I'm gonna go ahead and load the wagon. I'm gonna change into old Dorian Gray.
Why don't you dress up as one of the two that were driving the wagon?
I don't know. We could start a legend of Dorian Gray's ghost.
They say he still walks these very plains.
I mean, I can.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, lost souls.
I mean, I only have Dorian Gray's uniform, but I could change, I guess, like the face and just wear his ratty uniform. But yeah, I can do that.
That way, we're not also fighting the potential. Like, didn't he die? Because we definitely dealt with that moments ago.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with that. I can change into that. So I forgot who the drivers' names were, but I want to change into the poor guy shot in the face right at the beginning.
Sure, you change into the face of the guy you saw at the beginning. And if you want, you can just kind of think of a generic name that a Dominion officer would have.
It's going to be Smithers Evington.
It's Smithers Evington for sure.
That does sound like a Dominion name.
Mr. Smithers Evington climbs onto the seat of the wagon. The rest of you kind of hobble in. You're actually able to, there's actually like a little tarp that was stashed in the wagon too that you can kind of use to cover the top of it. And I'm assuming you guys are getting in the crates.
Except for Mr. Henderson, because he's the one that's going to have to change into the other guy.
Okay.
Right.
Unless Mr. Henderson drives, but I don't really care either way.
Well, I don't think you guys need to get in the crates now. We might just want to just keep you covered until we get a little closer.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just my 2 cents, yeah.
Okay.
We're all in the back, huddled together.
We're all in the back.
So, JT, I guess for your reference, like if we're like a few hours out from the ranch, if you give us that notification, then we can start prepping, hiding people, etc.
We'll actually say that's where you guys are now. You're from what you can gather from the plans that you got from the Birch brothers and cross-referencing it with your own map, you can tell that it's not going to be too long before you guys are able to reach this ranch. It's currently about noon right now. If you guys want to wait out until nightfall, or go ahead and try and strike while the day is still bright.
Can I say on the way there that I took a short rest?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. If anybody needs to replenish anything, go ahead and take a short rest.
Don't do anything for me, but sure.
Well, I mean, I'm saying that so I can use my arcane recovery so I can get a level 3 spell slot.
No, that's good. Yeah. And I want to say we probably wait till dusk. I
would say, yeah, agreed.
Yeah. Let's wait till the sun's setting a little bit,
Hard to see.
A little hard to see. And
everyone's guns are loaded.
Yep. And we'll come in the direction with the sun, setting. So it's in the people's eyes,
You do just that. You kind of measure it out correctly. You kind of time it just right. Is it just Silas sitting on the front seat?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up until we get a little bit closer, then someone else can sit up there too. But for the most part, when we get really close, he's going to be the only one up there.
Yeah, and just to be clear with the plan, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to lure somebody to the back of the wagon, like we've been ambushed. I'm going to be like, luckily I caught somebody. I'm going to bring them to the back. And then once I get them to the back, you guys jump them, right? Does that sound?
Yeah, no. So, he's probably going to go around anyway. So, having him kind of come around, we'll glue him. And then he can,
I'll act like I'm bringing supplies in to the ranch, or I'm just doing a drop off. Got it. Nope, that works for me.
While we're doing this, kind of explain to me what the back of the cart looks like for you guys. Like, what's the setup back there?
We're all squashed into boxes.
So you talk about a tarp. So let's talk about the old school wagon, right? Like the covered canvas wagon. Is that?
Yeah.
That's how I'm picturing, right? Okay. So basically, what I'm thinking is we just stack boxes at the very end.
Yeah, make a little wall.
Yeah, make it a wall. Everyone's hiding in the middle there. We'll make one in the front behind me as the driver. Then we'll make a wall at the very back. Guys are in the middle. And then when the dude comes around the back, they can easily push the crates out, either to fall on people or to exit both sides. Does that make sense? That's how I vision it.
Yeah, I kind of think that like there's just this little like pocket of space right at the back of the wagon. Mr. Henderson and whoever can eat some violence right now. So like having them at the very back kind of like stood right against the kind of crouched to where you can't really see. He's going to have to look in to it. And as soon as he looks in, you know, someone's got to muffle him and then, you know, either put him to sleep or kill him, whatever.
Sounds good.
Yeah, the only other thing I will say is like Mr. Henderson, when you get out of the wagon, you know, we have to be kind of careful how we angle it. But yes, when you get out and go back around to like the gate where there's probably going to be like one or two other guards, you know, maybe you can get some information on where we need to take the wagon to park it.
Okay.
And unload the goods or whatever we're going to say.
The sun begins to slowly set, casting this like dark shade of golden red across the vast rolling mountains and canyons. Soon, through a long winding trail, you see just up ahead, after you kind of diverge from the main road, a very luxurious homestead sat in the center of this large fence line. Horses kind of wander around a corral outside. There's a large windmill that spins monotonously. There is men with lanterns and wearing dark-colored clothing. Not Dominion officers. These look more like ranch hands, armed ranch hands kind of patrol. Looks like a lot of the ground workers have retired to their quarters for the day or gone back to their respective homes. One of the guys walking around the circumference of the fence line kind of looks out and covers his eyes to shield it from the setting sun and sees a wagon approaching in the distance. He is then accompanied by another one of the roaming guards. They meet you just before the trail meets the property line. One of them says, "What's going on? How can we help you, fella?"
Good evening, gentlemen, you fine fellows, you. I am Officer Smithers Evington of the Dominion, here to provide ammo and supplies for y'all. We've heard that there may be a pending attack on this ranch.
You should know we've been expecting this wagon for quite some time. We were wondering when y'all were going to get around to delivering it.
Well, gentlemen, here I am.
Do they always send you officers to do the supply runs now? Y'all must be getting short-staffed.
Well, the Dominion. It's nothing but just go, go, go. And,
I don't know shit, pal. I'm just here to get my payroll. He kind of gestures behind him and says, "Take your questions up to the front door and they'll tell you where to drop it off."
All right, gentlemen, I appreciate y'all. And I start just rolling on.
You hear them mutter something kind of like insulting, but you can't quite make out what it is as you ride past. Something to the effect of, damn, all these Dominion guys got to be so damn eccentric.
Sebastian kind of like is sitting at he's not towards the back, but he's kind of up closer towards the front where he can kind of talk to Silas. It's like, hey, they're not Dominion officers.
Are we out of earshot of those guys as we're riding by?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, I'm going to just have the horses go as slow as they can so we can have a conversation. And I'm going to be like, look, gang, those weren't Dominion officers. Those look like just hired ranch hands.
Easy killing.
And you guys heard the conversation, I would imagine, right, JT?
Oh, yeah, everybody can hear it. In fact, you guys if nobody's in boxes yet, you guys actually can, peek out from the tarp just to get an idea of what you're looking at.
Yeah, so, we can keep the plan going, guys, as is, or if we need to come up with a quick one, I will slow these horses down. I will break a wagon wheel if I need to.
Quick, I'll shoot the horses.
I think we just suss it out as we go.
Can we kind of peek out and kind of make a perception check?
Yeah, everybody make a perception check for me.
That's what I want to do.
Everybody inside the car will have disadvantage. Savannah, once again, with her just sick rolls, and Sebastian as well. Mr. Henderson and Finn, you guys aren't able to catch much. Silas, you're able to get a look around. But Savannah and Sebastian actually kind of noticed that hitched at the post just where the fence line, not where the fence line, just where before the front porch of the house, there's a little hitching post right there. And there are two identical horses of a very sophisticated breed. They're black in nature. I need both of you to make a history check for me.
And let me know if they're pointing it out to me. You guys make sure to point this stuff out for me too.
Yeah, if you guys point it out to Silas, he can make a history check as well with advantage.
Silas, the horses.
Yeah, I will take that nat 20.
These are Dominion-bred horses. They've got very luxurious saddles with nice cushions on them. They're perfectly groomed. They're very much like war horses, and they are hitched at the post. That means that there is a Dominion presence here already.
Exactly. Yep, those are Dominion through and through, guys. I wouldn't be surprised to see some high-ranking Dominion officer here.
I guess we'll go ahead and park the wagon, and then you might have to do some smooth talking. Mr. Henderson, can you disguise self of someone you've seen?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you can just change into like one of the other ones and kind of y'all both can go in together. I mean, we can't all go.
That's fine.
JT, I know the sun's setting, it's getting kind of dark, but can some of the gang kind of peel off and maybe break off to go hide in the shadows? Or
Yeah.
I'd say if you're gonna do it now before you get within lantern glow.
Yup, that's what I was hoping. Yep.
All right. I cast Disguise Self.
Sebastian grabs Finn and is like, come on, we're getting out of here.
Each of you kind of duck off from the wagon one by one. Your feet make soft little thuds onto the gravel beneath you, and you kind of trail off. So around you, like I said, there is a windmill, there is a barn, and there's also like a little crop field with large like stalks of vegetation.
Take Frank with you.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about Frank.
Just dragging Frank behind the wagon.
Or I thought Frank was just back at the campsite twiddling his fingers like, guys, are we leaving?
Yeah, or Frank could be our captive. We could fake tie some ropes around him.
He's used to that.
Hey, we brought you supplies and a goblin.
They could be like, execute him.
I mean, I wouldn't be against it. I'm just not.
I would.
Maybe we could have him wait in the wagon as the getaway driver.
Okay.
Frank tries to follow you out. What do you do to stop him?
I push him by his face back into the wagon.
The palm of your hand covers his entire head, and you just shove him back into the wagon, and then you like block him with boxes to make sure he doesn't get out.
I keep the smoke powder barrel next to him.
Yeah, you do. You slide it next to him, and right before you close the last box, like you're like an Edgar Allan Poe story, you're bricking him in. You give him like that little tap to your forehead, and he gives you like a, oh, okay.
Frank, we're counting on you. If stuff hits the fan, you're going to be our getaway driver. So just stay in until we need you.
The only response you hear is the sound of a revolver's hammer being pulled back.
All right. So, is there any way that we can kind of get within earshot? So, like, if they're going into a building, can we kind of like be on the side of the building and kind of like try and listen in?
Sure. There are multiple ways to the building. There is the front porch. There's the sides of the house. There is the barn that's kind of connected to the side of the house, and that's all you can see currently. If you want to kind of get closer to just outside of like where the house's fence line is, you can go through the crops.
Well, they got to walk a regular path, so I guess, I mean, let's take the stealthy way, like through the crops to the side of the house where we can kind of like prop up against it and hopefully catch some conversation.
So we're going to split this up. We're going to start with Silas and Mr. Henderson. The two of you kind of approach the front of the homestead. Before you got up close, it looks like one of the guards patrolling outside saw you coming, who was standing near the front porch, and he went over to the side of the home, and then he walked off a different direction. You assume he went to go collect somebody, but you're not sure as you see him walking off until after a little bit you hear like the distant splashing of water. Then after about maybe 2.5 minutes, a door closes and out steps an older woman with her hair tied back in a bun and with kind of braided into it. She's got sort of wrinkled skin and a silk nightgown kind of hastily thrown over her. She walks out and has a bit of a spring in her step, and she goes, "How can I help you boys? I was wondering when y'all were going to get here. We were expecting you days ago."
Cheerio, madam. I apologize for the late arrival, but we
very
are
late. I had to get out of my bath for this. She's got a smile, but she's very passive aggressive.
Ma'am, I sincerely apologize. It was just a terrible journey, and as you know, sometimes these roads can be just harsh, and oh my gosh, I'm just freezing up here.
It's okay.
I just apologize, ma'am. We are just absolutely knackered from the travel that we had to face.
She just kind of nods and begins looking to the side a little bit with her hands on her hips, and after a moment of silence, she goes, "Well, I don't understand. Why did they send an officer out this time? Officer Bowman's already here doing his inspection. We weren't really expecting more officers to come. Is something going on? Where's the guy who usually delivers the cart?"
He's knackered.
"Oh, what happened?"
Ma'am, he got called off for other duty. And you know how it is with the Dominion, ma'am. When they give an order, I salute smartly, and here I am with the supplies.
"Well, I guess I should be happy you showed up at all then. Well, damn, send my condolences to James and his family. Listen, you boys can just go ahead and take it up around to the side of the barn. We'll have some fellows come out and unload it in just a moment."
I appreciate that, ma'am. We'll be right on it, and thank you. And ma'am, I apologize since I am new to these parts. May I get your name in case we run in any trouble with any of your help?
You mean to tell me that you got sent out here to deliver me and my husband goods? You didn't even get my name?
Ma'am, they didn't give us any information. Again, the Dominion gives us orders. We salute smartly.
Yeah, you said about the salute part. I don't understand what's wrong with you Dominion fellas. It seems like things are slacking.
You're asking a whole lot of questions for a random civilian, ma'am.
I'm afraid, and she cuts you off and she says, "Sir, I'm afraid I am no random civilian. I am Hilda Parks of the Parks family, and this farm ain't no random this ranch helps to supply you fellers with income. At least that's what our contract says. Now, if you want to get smart with me again, we can take another look at that contract, and I'll have my lawyer present. Or, if you want to just go ahead and be respectful and take the supplies to the side of the barn, I'll decide not to mention your little comment to my husband."
And Miss Parks, I apologize for Bernard. We will take the supplies around to your park meeting. Bernard, please. Bernard,
message so I don't have to actually say it out loud.
Yeah.
It might be in our best interest for them to tear up the contract.
Oh.
That's true. That does kind of bring up an interest in your mind. Yeah.
Maybe we should kind of hammer it in.
Bernard, we'll talk about this shortly. Let's go ahead and try to get these supplies unloaded first. Miss Parks, I apologize.
Meanwhile, off to the side, we're going to see Ben, Sebastian, and Savannah crawling through the crops, the large stalks of maize kind of shifting slowly. Who's kind of leading the way?
Sebastian.
And Sebastian, you are kind of like motioning everybody on behind you until finally you see a large glow of light and a footstep steps right before you. It's got a sleek black loafer that has like a little bit of dirt on the heel of it. Very fine cotton socks and dress pants with embroidered with these like fine little dark white lines along the black cloth. You hear from the top of you a man utter something to the effect of,
I could have sworn I heard something. Oh well.
He hears something behind him, and he hears like somebody shout from the distance, "Did you say something, Bowman?"
No, thought I heard something over here in the corn. I'm on my way.
He turns around and begins walking back the other direction.
As much as I want to grab him, I don't think it's a good idea to do that right now. But that must be one of the Dominion officers then?
Probably.
Okay, crap. Okay, how far are we from the barn?
Not too terribly far. If you guys want to make some stealth checks, see if you could sneak your way over to there. You can just see it out through the what little window you have through this tunnel of maze.
Is it in our interest to get him to investigate us, Sebastian, Savannah?
I mean, he was just notated by another person, so if he goes down right now, I kind of worry we're going to set off an alarm.
Yeah, that's true. I was gonna say I can use minor illusion to like lure him over to us, but
Well, I mean, if he's one of the Dominion officers, that would be a really good thing for us to go ahead and get him out of the way. But I have a feeling he probably won't go down so easy.
I mean, if he fails a Wisdom 16 check, then he is gonna go down pretty easy.
I don't know. If Silas or Mr. Henderson could, disguise themselves as him, that would be even better to get into the house, because that's where we really need to be, I think.
And JT, just to be clear, we can't hear any of this, right? Because we're engaged with Mrs. Parks.
That's correct. You can maybe see a couple lanterns that emit from the crop field, but you don't see who the lights belong to.
As much as I want to go ahead and take him now, I don't know if that would be a good idea.
Okay.
I guess it's in our best interest to kind of see if we can figure out how many people are in the house or near the house that we can try and get in and sneak around. I'm not very sneaky, so I don't know why I was the one that decided to do the sneaking.
I mean, I have a +5 to stealth, so I mean, I
usually roll at disadvantage.
Is there lanterns around us illuminating the place?
There is. Some of them are connected to the fence post that you'd have to kind of step out to grab, but if you're quick, you might be able to do it without being noticed.
No, I don't have to do that because I can just snuff it out with prestidigitation.
That's true. Just make sure you snuff out any ones around it, too.
I'm going to ask Sebastian Savannah if they think it's a good idea for me to, like, snuff out the flames.
100% you should do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I use prestidigitation on each lantern and light source.
It's going to catch their attention.
One by one, these lanterns cough out their final choke of flame before becoming still. Little tufts of smoke kind of arise from where the flame was once lit. They dangle a little bit in as the breeze kind of makes each one lights snuff out as they each dangle towards each other. You hear one guy yell out, "Hey, what the hell happened to the lights?" And another one goes, "It's probably the breeze. No bring no coal, but it sure as hell gets rid of the lanterns right quick. Just relight them, all right?" Another guy goes, "Oh, for God's sake."
I also use prestidigitation again with the sensory effect to add like a little puff of wind to add to the breeze theory.
The breeze intensifies a little bit, and it does not bring anything cooling with it. Just humid, warm air that kind of blows past and creates like that little wind trail like you see in animation.
What do y'all want to do now?
Does this allow us a path towards the house without being seen?
I would say it would allow you to make a stealth check with advantage.
Bet.
Your DC is a 10.
Nice.
You guys carefully trudge through the wavering crops, passing by these machinations like scarecrows mounted on these sticks that almost seem to have eyes that follow you as you walk past, and finally you kind of stumble your way over to the barn. Inside the barn there is a collection of different animals in pens. Unpleasant aromas flood your nostrils. You are surrounded by hay bales, storage for tools like pitchforks and bags of feed spilling on the ground near you, and you can also hear a wagon that begins to roll past.
Our wagon?
Probably.
So if Silas and Henderson are on it and we jump in, we like try and jump in it so that we can all be at the same spot again, so that when they come to unload it, we can attack them.
I will say this, you can do that, but it's also important to mention that you can kind of see through the way that this barn is laid out. It actually has doors that connect to the main house. So if you need to come back here to find a way inside without being directly noticed, might not be a bad option.
All right, everyone, up on the underside. I don't know what's going through Sebastian's mind right now, but I think he just thinks he's a cat at this point, because he just clings to the side of the wagon and then jumps in. He's getting in the wagon.
I thought you were going to say start scratching it.
Yes, he's scratching it like a scratch post, too. He's like feral. I don't know what's wrong with him.
He's got very sharp fingernails. Do you guys hop on the carts?
You don't have to, but I'm going to try and get in the house this way, I guess, would be easier.
I will go too.
We just all fall right into Frank.
So you guys each kind of hop onto the cart quickly. Sebastian, you're the first one to get on. You hold out your hand, and Savannah takes it, and you both kind of lunge into the cart, and you hear like a squish underneath you, and Finn is the last one to kind of hop up. He trips a little bit until Sebastian reaches his gloved hand out to yank him in by his collar. Frank is a two-dimensional splat on the floor beneath you guys, and the wagon continues to roll for a good 3 seconds before stopping. Looks like it was supposed to stop just next to the barn.
So Sebastian kind of comes up to the front, hopefully, and peers around and make sure it's Silas and Henderson, and it's like, hey.
Oh, bloody hell.
Intruder!
Oh, bloody hell. So, okay. Yeah, hey, what's going on? I look around real quick. There's no, helpers or anybody coming to unload the wagon, is there?
You haven't heard any doors open yet.
Okay. I look around. I go, what's up?
There's a really big guy in the middle of the field over there. Probably someone we should watch out for. He looked like he was part of the Dominion for sure.
God, did we get a name or,
I mean, I didn't. You're the one that has all the information.
Oh, well, I didn't hear anything about that. We just ran into Mrs. Park. She is the owner of this ranch. Her and her husband own this ranch and provide supplies for the Dominion. That's who Mr. Henderson almost blew our cover with.
I didn't almost blow our cover.
I really think that JT did say that the Dominion already sent Bowman or something like that.
Correct. And I think when you heard the name Bowman yelled out in the crops.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Bowman. Okay. I don't think I know a Bowman, do I, JT?
Make a history check for me.
I was about to say this is going to be. There's a lot of Dominion officers.
Actually, you do. You and Bowman actually are familiar with each other. It looks like he has foregone the days of the Special Operations Division of the Dominion and is now working as a ranch inspector.
Ask me about his socks. I know what his socks look like.
Have we crossed paths before?
You have crossed paths.
Yes. Okay. I was like, well, that changes it. Okay. I do know this Bowman, and we've met before in the past. Okay.
Yeah, you remember Bowman has a bit of a doughy face, a 5 o'clock shadow of gray beard hair. He usually always wears glasses. He's a little bit shorter, more on the short and stout side, but you remember his speaking pattern very clearly.
Sorry, we're gonna have to kill your friend.
No, that's fine. Trust me, I'm gonna kill him first if I see him on sight. But okay, so new plan, guys. If we can lure Bowman out here, I can take his uniform, and then maybe we can get ourselves into this house without any bloodshed. Well, except Bowman. But
should I send him a message?
Somebody get him.
We can go get him. All right, Henderson, aka Bernard, you're up, my friend. Do you think you can lure him out here?
Oh,
so we can jump him at the wagon?
Oh, no.
Okay. Whoa, hold on. You're leaving this to Mr. Henderson?
Sure thing. Walk out.
He walks out with the barrel.
We stop him real quick.
Yeah, you quickly hop in, and you're like,
whoa. Never mind, Mr. Anderson. Maybe we should both go. Let's see. Where did you guys last see Bernard? You said he was out in the field with y'all?
Bowman? Well, they called him away from the field, but I'm sure if you because they did say out of character, what I heard from what JT said they are sending people to unload the wagon at some point. So we may not have very much time right now. And on top of that, maybe you can tell them to fetch Bowman first.
What if we cast Enemies Abound on Bowman?
Oh, I don't know, Mr. Anderson. I have no clue what that spell is.
Oh, it makes him see everybody as enemies and he attacks them.
If we can get him close enough, that'd be really funny.
It's 120 feet.
That would be funny.
It would be a distraction, and that would kind of make us be able to go into the house and find whatever.
That might also mess up the contract with the Dominion. I think that's kind of like a win-win situation.
Or we could cast it on the lady or her husband.
Oh, shit.
Oh, boy.
That is all dependent on if they fail their save, though.
It's a pretty high save.
Like 10.
It's not 10.
What's your save DC?
It's 15.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
JT, how long we got before the people are walking over?
As soon as Mr. Henderson drops this idea, you hear within the barn a door handle turn and then the squeaking of the hinges.
Everybody hide.
Andy's here. Everybody just all drop.
You all just dropped it.
Andy's coming.
There's just a bunch of unconscious, random assorted strangers in the barn.
They're new and improved scarecrows.
I was wondering when we get these in, they take you to the basement.
Whoa, basement.
I'm gonna be the first one that takes him to the basement. I go, this one's mine. I grab
Whoa. I don't like how you said that.
Don't grab Mr. Henderson like that.
I grab Mr. Anderson. This one's mine. He's not unconscious. I know. Good evening. Who's opening up the barn?
Yeah, you hear a couple men discussing something that's hard to make out through the mutters and the sounds of the animals mooing and neighing and spluttering.
I'm gonna go ahead and start riding the wagon into the barn as it opens up.
Unfortunately, the barn is covered and it's small. It's more like stables than it is a barn.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to ride in, but they are coming to meet you where you currently are.
Oh, good evening, gentlemen. I am Officer Smithers Evington, and this is Officer Bernard.
Spit on the ground.
Where would you like us to put these supplies?
They actually don't answer you. They just kind of like mindlessly walk over to the cart. They just start taking it off. One of them's relatively young. The other looks to be about middle age. The younger one goes under his breath, "We got it."
Whoa, gentlemen. Very valuable Dominion supplies here. I'm going to need to get this signed off by Bowman before we can start unloading this. I'm sorry. I hope you understand. It's Dominion business.
The older one goes, "No, I'm afraid I don't understand. We've never had to have Bowman sign for anything. What's the occasion?"
Well, gentlemen, why do you think they sent a Dominion officer this time around to bring the supplies?
The younger one just says, "Do you want me to go get Mr. Parks?" The older one, after a moment of silence, trying to think what to say, he goes, "No, Mr. Parks is busy right now. Just do as he asks. Go find Bowman." Young guy just goes, "Fine."
Thanks. And gents, I do not want to be an inconvenience, so here's a silver piece each for your time. I just want to say thank you for all the great work you do on behalf of the Dominion.
They both just shrug and take it and pocket that silver.
I wish I could cast heat metal on it.
The older one starts getting ready to unload the cargo. The younger one goes out into the crops to find Bowman. The older one, after some time goes by, begins to kind of like step onto the footrest of the cart.
Should yoink him in.
And knock him out. Yank him in and knock him out.
No, kill him.
I get to do it. Okay.
If you wish to, so you can tell me if you can find a way to kill this guy quietly.
I'll jump on the wagon and say, "Is that a rat?"
Good idea. I'm gonna release Jake.
And you shove him in.
He looks down and he sees Jake kind of scurry out and he just goes, "Yeah, it's a rat."
I'm totally going to oversell it and jump on the wagon. Oh, we don't have those in Dominion.
I'll get down behind him.
I have a short sword, but that's a little extra.
You have a short sword and a scimitar. Either one of those will do. I mean, yeah, it might be a little overkill, but it'll get the job done.
Okay, you know what? If we're gonna go, let's go all out. I'm gonna go with the short sword. How close is he to where I'm at?
He's actually pretty close. So there's a wall of crates that separates you from the outside of the cart, and he's standing just near that. You could probably slide your sword through the tarp and get him. It would be an easy armor class to beat, but if you fail it, he will be alerted. So go ahead. If you want to go ahead and just try and stab him, make that attack roll. It won't take much to kill him.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just a regular attack roll.
That's correct.
In my head, now I feel a little bit bad, like we shouldn't kill him.
We're killing just some random farmhand.
Yeah, that's what I'm literally thinking. I'm
guilty by association. Let's go.
That's 8 damage. That is 4 more than his max HP.
Thank goodness.
He puts his fingers on a crate, and then the blade of the sword emerges quickly before he can even react from the tarp. It goes straight through his Adam's apple and then bursts behind the back of his neck where it kind of protrudes from his hair that it splits. Blood begins gushing to the side of the cart, and you just hear...
As I see this, since I'm behind him, I'm gonna like push him deep into the cart.
Immediately as this is happening, I'm immediately casting prestidigitation to clean up the blood.
the blood just kind of begins to, almost like watching the blood splatter in reverse. It just kind of one by one dots itself away. And you push the guy into the cart. Frank kind of sits up, bird spinning around his head, and then he's crushed by a bloody corpse.
Poor Frank.
I'm just going to look over and be like, I told him not to touch it. Those Dominion crates waiting for Bowman.
This is what we needed to sign for.
You know what? If they do see the body, that's exactly what we're going to tell them.
So some time passes. Again, the winds kind of carry through the air until after about like a minute and a half from you killing the guy, you begin to see a lantern approach. The kid and a larger man, short in stature, with a 5 o'clock shadow, grayish beard, bald on the top, wearing glasses, has this like kind of smug like smirk on him. He walks through and he's telling the kid some joke. The kid's got his hands in his pockets and he throws his head back and laughs. And he walks up and he sees Silas and he goes, "What's this I hear about needing my signature? I don't remember ever having a sign for anything he supplies. That's not what my command is."
Sir, I apologize. Officer Smithers Evington. This was a last-minute assignment from Dominion.
Hold on. What's your badge number?
My badge number is 3244.
3244. What kind of badge? Let me see your badge, son.
Sir, the badge, I apologize. My badge is right here up front next to the wagon. Let me grab that for you.
Yes, please hand it over. He just holds his hand out. He's standing from a distance. He wants you to toss it to him.
All right, hold on. I'm digging around. I'll be like, Officer Bernard, have you seen my badge? Where's your badge? Oh God, this ride was just terrible.
Where's enemies abound?
We're just digging. We're digging. I'm digging around.
It's just us. He would fight us.
I know. I'm looking at Henderson as I'm digging in there, and I'm whispering. I'm like,
You want me to get him? I'll send him a message. You want me to get him?
No. That's. I was about to say, let's play it off and be like, oh, okay, yep. I'll be like, I'm sorry, sir. I'm still looking for it. I apologize. I'm terrible. This is my first assignment. I'm so sorry.
Bowman whispers something to the kid. Mr. Henderson, make a perception check for me.
Alrighty.
You hear Bowman utter, "Get back inside. Something that ain't right here." He then calls out and he says, "Officer Moore." You hear from the, "Yes, sir? Come meet me over by the barn. We've got a signature that's needed." Bowman darkens his eyes and squints at you as the kid kind of starts to walk back towards the barn.
Oh, well, that's not going to happen. I got to kill Bowman right here.
Can I make an insight check real quick just to see, like, because obviously I didn't hear what you said, but can I make an insight check just to see if I can tell that, like, this is probably going badly?
Yeah, you're familiar with how these operations run. You and Eliza set up a lot of heists together. So I will say that, yeah, you know when a job's going sour. So go ahead and make an insight check for me to see if you can kind of feel this one out. It's hard to tell. Bowman's got a really good poker face if he's lying. It's kind of hard to feel out the situation. You're noticing some tension from Silas and Mr. Henderson. Silas is more out of nervousness. Mr. Henderson, it's more out of preparation. And that kind of makes you uncomfortable. So you glean from that what you will.
But I know he's pressing him for a badge, though. And
oh, yeah, you've heard that for sure.
I am acting nervous just to let you know, so I'm talking to the guys in the thing. So I'm yelling like I'm just acting going, oh God, where's the stupid badge, the stupid trip?
Can I cast suggestion on Bowman?
Yeah, go for it. What do you say?
I basically suggest that I basically make him believe that this is like, you know, a normal thing and he doesn't need our badges, and that I just basically try to get him to trying to think of the word.
These are not the droids you were looking for.
These are not the badges you're looking for.
Hey, you don't need our badges. You're actually familiar with a couple of us, and this is actually unorthodox but not uncommon thing that happens sometimes.
What's your spell save DC?
16.
Fails with a 5.
Let's go.
He stands up and he says, Right, of course. How have you guys been?
Well, we've been fine, Bowman. How's the post been treating you?
Oh, well, you know what they say. It's another day in paradise.
It sure is. Hey, do you want to come over here and take a look at these supplies?
You know what? I would love to, but I trust that is what it is. I'll go tell the boy to send in some more people to get this unloaded. I don't know what happened to the other guy who was with him, but I got to get back to my patrol.
I cast suggestion again. Get you another DC 16.
Damn, he makes a 15.
Okay, thank God. Okay, I tell him that he does need to come check the supplies just to make sure everything is in order and that everything that they ordered, came.
Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt. And he walks over and starts going over towards the wagon. Savannah and Sebastian, you guys can see the light begin to get brighter, and you can hear the lantern kind of clanging against the metal handle on it. He slowly approaches the wagon. What is the course of action?
Should have told them to send every person in camp at 5-minute intervals by themselves.
Yeah, I'm going to walk around him too and meet him there. And then be like, oh, here's the supplies, Bowman. And I'm doing it way exaggerated. Here's the supplies you need to look at, Bowman, right here.
You guys hear that from within the cart.
Sebastian's at the very edge of the cart, and though he would love to use his revolver, he put the brass knuckles on, and he wants to punch him really hard, knock him out.
Okay, so everybody roll initiative. You guys get a surprise round.
Let's go. That says 22.
19.
I'll take this bad roll so I can hopefully roll good when I'm actually fucking attacking the son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, let me get Frank in here too for you guys.
Yay, Frank! It's gonna be a sad day when I kill Frank.
I swear to God, that's the day we're fighting.
I just think he's gonna die from something real dumb.
He's gonna die of old age. What are you talking about?
Kind of a dumb reason.
He outlived the ball.
He's gonna live a long, happy life. Well, not necessarily happy, but
All right, as Sebastian gets ready to throw his punch, Finn is actually first in the order. Do you wait for Sebastian to make his move, or do you go ahead and start doing something?
We have a surprise round, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just in case, can I ready an action?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to ready Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And then that's all I'll do.
Silas, you are next in the initiative.
Yeah, this is crazy because okay, I'm going to ready an action to pull out my rapier and stab him to see what happens with the guys in the cart.
Okay. He is next, but he is surprised, so it'll skip his go. Mr. Henderson, you are next.
Remind me what readying an action does?
Readying an action means to set up a specific action that you will take as a reaction when a particular trigger occurs later in the round, essentially allowing you to delay your action until a specific moment, but you forfeit your normal action on your turn if you do so. You can only take one reaction per round.
I think what you guys would probably want to do is wait until Sebastian goes and then just all unload on him at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I'm just waiting for the first action from the wagon, and then I want to go.
I'll say my trigger for letting off Eldritch Blast would be when Sebastian attacks him. If he doesn't take him out immediately, then I'll trigger my reaction to add additional damage.
Well, since I'm all the way back here, can I move to right behind him?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try and grapple him just to hold him there for the entire party to wail on.
Okay, so go ahead and make that attack roll for me to grapple him.
Is that athletics or...
It's your athletics versus his acrobatics or athletics, whichever he chooses.
Yeah, it is strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics, and matched by his strength.
Oh, so I can choose acrobatics? Oh!
Well, he rolled a 16, but unfortunately he rolls a nat 20.
Oh, shit.
He elbows you as soon as you try to grab him, and he goes, "What the hell are you doing?"
Oh, look! Going forward as Sebastian's knuckles are coming
As
in.
the tarp moves over. Savannah, you are next.
I was looking at the hunter's mark that I have, just seeing what it does, and I think I understand, but I think you guys could probably explain it better in terms that I can understand.
You choose a creature you see within range and mark it as your quarry until the spell ends. You deal an extra 1d6 damage whenever you hit the target with attack. You have advantage on wisdom, perception, or survival check you make to find it. If it drops to 0 points, you can use a bonus action mark a new creature. So yeah, basically you cast this spell that will let you do extra damage to him, and you kind of have your eyes on him.
Okay.
Damn, they bust that in 2024, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay, and if I choose to do that, it takes my whole turn, right?
No, use your bonus action. You still have your action and your movement speed left.
I guess I'll go ahead and do that. Try something different just to kind of get a feel for how it works. And then I'll also wait.
Okay. You cast it, and this little, like, what? I want you to tell me what symbol appears over his head that you think would fit Savannah.
It's just a little spiral because she's constantly spiraling.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So this little, like, spiral is drawn in the air above his head as he elbows Mr. Henderson. Sebastian, it's time for you to go, my friend.
Sebastian has been waiting to use his brass knuckles. He has tried miserably and failed. He's gonna get a hit in on this bastard with his brass knuckles. You're gonna try.
Sebastian, you have inspiration.
Yes, so I'm gonna roll again and hope for the absolute best.
Oh, dear Lord.
You know, it's not gonna happen.
I want to describe how this goes. A fist with brass knuckles emerges and then swings right back into the cart.
Since we were hiding and we're hitting him with a surprise attack, would he not already have advantage on his attack roll?
I think the surprise round is just the benefit that you'll get from being covered and hidden, because you got the surprise round without having to make a stealth check. So I think that's how I'll rule it.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, so each of you guys see the fish just barely come short. Everybody who's readying an action, do you want to go ahead and go, or do you want to keep holding on?
Yep. Nope. I'm releasing that Eldritch Blast.
Go ahead and fire it off for me.
I have 2 beams now since I'm level 5, so I gotta roll twice because I had to roll for each beam.
Okay.
I'm not gonna mention that. Oh dear Lord, this is not going well. Okay, I missed both.
A loud boom can be heard from the cart. The tarp flies off from the sheer impact of it and flutters in the air a little bit. The lanterns that hang from the barn, their flames kind of flicker a little bit in the light. One of the support beams gets hit by 2 very strong forces that kind of create this black ashy remnant, and you hear the wood creak ever so slightly. Who else readied in action? Savannah and Silent.
No, I'm just going to go ahead and I had my rapier readied, so I'm just going to go ahead and stab the guy to try to keep it somewhat quiet.
Hell yeah.
15?
Oh my god, dude.
It goes wide of the mark. You try and stab him, and this is the point that Mr. Henderson grapples him, and it actually goes past his big stomach. He elbows Mr. Henderson in the back, and he sees you draw your sword, and he's starting to become wise. Savannah, do you want to go ahead and hit?
Yeah, I'll try to stab him.
The sword kind of swings wide of the mark and just kind of whiffs it. It misses him completely. Frank is actually just going to go in with his Bowie knife.
Get him, Frank.
Frank hits with a 23.
Oh my goodness. I imagine him pouncing from the thing.
No, seriously, he jumps in midair and goes, yeah! And then swings his sword forward and deals 8 points of piercing damage.
Oh my goodness, max damage.
Is Frank like the little Chucky doll? Like he's on the back just stabbing away?
Basically.
I need a Wisdom 16 save. I'm casting sleep on this dude.
It's a nat 20.
God damn it.
You utter this incantation, and he just kind of shakes it off a little bit.
This dude's built different, man. Fuck. Okay. Well, that's all I can do, so it's end my turn.
Silas, you are up next.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just, I mean, guys, I don't know if you want guns a-blazing, but I think I'm going to I'm going to go ahead and just do the rapier one more time and see what I can do.
Yeah, we're gonna have to try being quiet.
Son of the same exact roll.
Yep, you swing and he ducks underneath it. He kind of shoves his elbow into your chest as soon as he deflects the blow. His combat training coming out a little bit here.
So I know with 5th level, I actually get an extra attack, like legit extra attack, not the 2-weapon fighting thing we did.
Yeah, fighter level 5, you can attack, you get an extra attack. Yeah, go ahead and hit him again.
Attacks per action too. Okay, sorry. There we go.
There we go. Go ahead, deal that damage.
Because I also have that, then just looked at it. So.
Yeah, I was like, crap. Okay, cool, I hit him, right?
You do. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Crap. 6.
This time you actually go back in, you twirl the rapier around to where now it's pointing downward, and you do like a slash across his chest. It undoes his nice buttoned jacket and rips the fabric, revealing the shirt on the inside. It cuts the shirt a little bit too to reveal a cut on his skin that starts to bleed.
You bastard.
He is next to the order, and he is going to use his bonus action to whistle. Okay, you guys have 1 round until 15 guards show up.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn.
Of Swords and Spurs. Game mastered by JT Fondren. Alex Arndt as Mr. Anderson, Andrew Bloodworth as Sebastian Blackwell, Joshua Nix as Finran Shortfoot, Will Russell as Silas Rattlespur, Zara Morte as Savannah Black. Theme song composed by Ben Swiven. Cover art by Devi Simeon. Logo by Kakari Chi. Special thanks to Lady Tiefling, D10 Dimensions, and Gallant Knight Games for their loot tables. Music and sounds used under proper license. Be sure to find us on social media at AltoLoom and leave us a review.
Altaloon, adventures too big for the table.